"You two are just dumber than a bag of hammers," was Everett's statement to his friends Pete and Delmar in the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Frankly, so was Everett, but it's a great quote from a funny movie. Watch the edited version only, by the way. It's also a spot-on description of Israel. As we saw in our previous video, A Monument to Faithless Men, they were terrified of the people in the land instead of God and rebelled against him. As a result of their terror, they refused to go up and take the land as God told them. They even threatened Moses, God's chosen leader. It wasn't smart to fear men instead of God, but that's what they did. One would think they would wise up, though, when God declared their judgment was to be 40 years of wandering and death in the wilderness. But they didn't. They were dumber than a bag of hammers. Here's how their brilliant logic worked. First, they refused to obey God. They disobeyed because of the fear of the people in the land. Second, they threatened to stone God's chosen leaders. Third, God's glory appeared in the tabernacle and frightened them into backing down as God declared his judgment on them. Fourth, they came up with a brilliant solution. We'll obey now and go up, even though God said no. Fifth, they did it anyway and were soundly defeated. Read Numbers chapter 14 for the full account. It's a terrible story and a pattern that doesn't work. Disobedience. Whatever God said do, they did the opposite. They were dumber than a bag of hammers. But are we any better? How much time do we spend trying to find out God's will in his chosen means of revelation, the Bible? Or do we do our own thing and figure God will just accept it? Do we say no when God says go and then go when God says no? A really good test is, have you been baptized for the forgiveness of sin as Peter commanded in Acts 2:38? Or do you refuse to obey that simple command and spend your time explaining why you don't have to obey him? Why not just obey? Learn the lesson of Moses, who was faithful. Learn the lesson of Jesus, who was faithful in everything. Let's make our brilliant plan in 2020 a simple one. Obey. Choose any other plan and we risk being dumber than a bag of hammers. Well, welcome back to Morning Minutes in the Bible as we move into 2020. Until tomorrow, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.